Peace, peace. We are speaking about Uachet Nekhebet as it regards relationships. All right. Okay. So yeah, this is a good one, right? Yeah, a lot of people want to know about this. Yeah, because the information about Uachet Nekhebet is not as plentiful as it is for some of the other spheres, right? We find the Metu Neter is it gives some stuff, but it doesn't give a whole lot of stuff. And there's a reason why, right? Uachet and Nekhebet are the realm of psychical forces, right? And you have to be careful about how much you really giving up regarding psychical forces to people who are not necessarily spiritually motivated, right? You don't know what people is into. You're gonna, show them everything about subliminal workings. They could be wayward. They could be somebody who has a, goofy focus, right? It could be a supervillain, right? Get this information and then go, take over the world. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's why. So a lot of this information with Uachet and Nekhebet is gonna be stuff that you have to go into trance on your own and get, right? But aside from that, we do have, we understand what it's about, right? Uachet and Nekhebet, again, they're psychical forces. This is the psychicism. This is the psychic stuff. This is the juju, right? This is the realm of thoughts, right? Sending thoughts, right? Mental penetration, right? Suggestion, auto-suggestion, things like this, playing mind games and things like that can fall under Uachet Nekhebet. Spiritual manipulation, right? Juju spell work, things like that, right? Uachet and Nekhebet tend to be things that are hidden, right? So when you see a Uachet in the relationship, a Nekhebet in the relationship especially, you're going to look at what's being hidden, right? And you can, look at the various deities. You get a Uachet Sebek, you might have to look out for, information hidden, right? You get a Uachet Heteru. What's that talking about? Or say you get a Nekhebet Heteru, right? Or Heteru Nekhebet. Well, you're going to have things that are hidden in the zone of Heteru, right? And this could be, the readiness reading. This could be the relationship reading. But you got to kind of look at that stuff and assess what's being said, right? So, Uachet and Nekhebet are not relationship significators, obviously, right? We're talking about the realm of the mind, and really this is the wild side of the mind, because not a lot of people have full control over this Uachet Nekhebet stuff, right? This is a mystery, right? You got to do some extra stuff to really learn about Uachet Nekhebet. You got to go into trance and really, deal with that, right? But Uachet is going to be hotness, right? It's going to be fieriness. So, you see a Uachet reading, you can expect fieriness, passion, right? That will be anger lots of times. That will be the tendency or the urge to fight, right? Whether physically or otherwise, right? Some level of aggression is going down with Uachet on the case, right? Some level of mental heat is going down when you see Uachet. Right? When you see Nekhebet, it's going to be mental as well, but it's going to be cooler, right? Nekhebet is, you'll get psychic stuff with Nekhebet, right? You'll be able to, one of or both of you might be picking up on stuff. You might have dreams, you might have psychical revelations and things like that, right? As well, Nekhebet can be low. Both Uachet and Nekhebet can be low, right? So you have low lives, people who are motivated from the lower, to do whatever they're doing, right? So you see that in a relationship, you know what I mean? You can look to something like that, right? Look to there being a low ebb to a low vibe to some aspect of the thing, right? or a hidden aspect, right? Something that's not being seen, right? Yeah, yeah. Where you see Uachet, right? It means heat, it means fire, and you need to throw some water on it. Go to Uachet, right? So if you see Uachet, think, okay, I got Uachet, right? You see Nekhebet, you're looking at a depression on the life force, right? Coolness, right? It's better to be hot than to be cold if you're the physical body, right? So Nekhebet represents a coolness, which, that could be sickly, right? Nekhebet sometimes is disease, right? So, that cool state that can be receptive to murkiness, right? That's that Nekhebet thing, right? Depression and things like that, right? These low, cooler type low emotions, right? Nekhebet is all the way depression, right? Yeah. Uh, and when you see that, you want to see Heru, right? Heru is what? Vitality. It's the raising of the life force, right? So, when you see Nekhebet, you want to employ Heru, right? Right. So take that with your readings, right? But ultimately, yeah, you have to decide again where you are in life and what you want, right? You see a Nekhebet Uachet on the table. Well, what is your motivation for this relationship? Right? What are you doing? You know what I mean? Are you just coming together to chill out with somebody for a few years, and then in a few years you do something else? You're just having fun right now. What are you doing? Are you being serious about relationship right now? If that's the case, then you probably don't want to see a Nekhebet there, right? If you being serious, you want to take something into your future. You want to see a high possibility of spiritual growth in your partner. Spiritual growth for yourself through the union, right? So Uachet and Nekhebet doesn't necessarily contribute to that, right? These are going to be external things, or I should say extra stuff going on in your head, right? And in your mind, on your actions, you know what I'm saying? This is going to be stuff in and around the relationship that's, probably of a lower vibration. Right, so we're not spell work and things like that. You have to look at your own emotionalism. Are you the depression that Nekhebet is speaking about? Are you that fireball that Uachet reading is speaking about? You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, yeah. Are you the psychic one? Right? You know, um, you know, yeah. So these are some things you have to consider. Right? Yep, definitely bring these readings to counsel. You need to talk to someone who knows a little bit about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And, at the very least, counsel with somebody who knows something about something. Right? You don't have to be a Sarset, priesthood person or whatever. Right? You can be, just look for some advice on, on relationships. At this point. Ideally, find a Sarset priest and have him break down your relationship reading. Alright? Alright. Other than that, I'm going to say peace and love, and we're going to see y'all at Shepsu.